Hello and welcome back to Riversticks Media. We are doing a little bit different thing today. We are doing a review of a comic book, and we are reviewing, well, we're going to review some comic books, but we're first reviewing the Witchblade 2024 comic book. Now, I don't know if you guys can see. If there's a glare, I apologize. But the artwork on this is just phenomenal, and the artwork inside is just phenomenal, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But I am a huge fan of Witchblade. I was a huge fan of the first time Witchblade came out. Not so much when it came out the second time and it was somebody else that was doing it. It just didn't have the same feel to it, but this one definitely harkens back to the original. And as far as I know, all it is just an update to modern times. So you've got main character Pizzini here, you've got the character Ian Nottingham, you've got Michael Irons? I think his name is Michael Irons. It's been so long. I know his name is Irons. And you've got the Witchblade covered Pizzini right in the center there. So there are variant covers of this comic book. I think they came out with 8 or 9, if not 10 different ones. I've gotten this one. I've gotten 2 extra ones, which is actually in the thumbnail. But definitely pick this up. Witchblade is one of the better independent comics, and the reason I say independent comics is it's not Marvel, it's not DC. It's by Top Cow through Image, so they're a little bit more independent. They can do a little bit more. They're not like Marvel and DC and have an agenda. But anyways, that's the first comic we're going to review, and we'll look at a little bit at the artwork in just a minute. But the next couple ones I want to talk about, and we'll look at the artwork for them as well, are Ghost Machine, again by Image. This is more of a collection of origin stories. You've got the origin stories for these characters, plus a couple others. And we'll take a look at the artwork for it, but again, amazing artwork. The artists definitely earned their pay and definitely show their passion for this in these. And that's basically all I can say about this, is that it's origin stories of a bunch of different characters that I think are going to be under this. They're going to be under the Ghost Machine line, because the one that really stood out for me, it's this character's in it, but it's not the main character, and it's a character from a comic series called Rook Exodus. And this is, like Ghost Machine that I just talked about, the artwork is amazing, and I can't, I've gotten away from reading Marvel and DC because I didn't like the direction that they were going with it with the comics. So I decided that if I'm going to come back to comics with Witchblade, I'm going to be look at more independent ones, and this one is one that was recommended by the place I got it from, Comic Inspiration. Huge shout out to them. The two girls that were in there, vast knowledge of comics, big recommendations that they made, and like I cannot shout out them enough. They made you feel comfortable, they were knowledgeable, they read the comics themselves, and huge shout out to them. And Definitely check them out on Instagram. They, in fact, the two covers that I got for Witchblade are exclusive to them because it's an artist that used to live in the area, and he now is living down in the U.S., and he's Jamie Tyndall. Again, phenomenal artwork by him. We'll take a look at the artwork at this. Again, it's phenomenal artwork. I love the story of this, and it's that it happens in the future, and humans are put on a planet that some of them are given helmets that they can communicate and control animals. Now with Rook, this is actually issue 3. They didn't have issue 1 and 2. I don't believe this is Rook, but I will actually show him when we look at the artwork. I believe this might be the one that controls wolves. But again, the artwork is phenomenal, and the story is right up there. And it's futuristic. I love futuristic stuff. So yeah, we'll take a look at the artwork and of Witchblade and Ghost Machine, and yeah. So alright, so we're gonna take a quick look at some of the artwork. I do apologize I can't get that close because of my setup, but I think we can get close. I think this will best show it off. So, like, they decided to do a... So instead of the original origin story, they decided to pretty much update it a little bit. Now, the artwork to me is just amazing. Like, different looking character for Irons, but different than what I remember. Different how the Witchblade is found and finds Pez, but yeah, it just phenomenal, this artwork. And I love Pez's design. Like, see, I love her design. I would have to go back and look at the original ones, but this is just... It's similar but different. And look at that. Let's see if I can... I can't. But for them to do a 2-page spread showing the Witchblade, and I don't know if I can... That shows the majority of it. But, like, that is... Like, seeing how the eyes go and how she... Like, that is just phenomenal. And it actually says at the end of the book, and I'll show that they actually went through a couple concepts of this. And, like, this is just... Like, this is the Witchblade that I remember. The tendrils coming out, and they look organic, and like she is not immortal when she's using the Witchblade. She's very hard to kill, but, like, she can be hurt. And, like, Nottingham's... Like, this is... Ian Nottingham, like, his design, I loved his design compared to the original. Like, they just could not have done a better job of this. Concept gallery, like, process gallery. Siri, Joe Siri, that we have yet to see. Nottingham. And it shows him wearing the Witchblade. If I remember correctly, men can't wear the Witchblade, so that's interesting. showing the process, and like this is, to me, like there's the three concepts, and they ultimately decide on this one over 2 pages. Like, that's just amazing. Now these are, I believe, the covers. So this is the cover. This is cover A, cover B, cover C, or cover D, sorry, cover F, cover G, convention store exclusives, Top Cow store exclusives. And I have a funny feeling the ones I got are cover C, but I'm not sure. And I love this line: one woman in a generation, preserving the balance between light and dark. And the next issue looks quite interesting. So that's the Witchblade comic. Next we have Ghost Machine. So this is actually a collection of creators. It shows all the creators down here. So they've all collabed to do this. So this is just an origin story. So the unnamed Geiger, and I'm not sure which one this guy is. Redcoat. And this shows the timeline of some of them. So you've got Junkyard Joe, you've got Geiger, the Northerner, you've got Redcoat. Now Rook Exodus. This is the artwork for Rook Exodus. So this is Rook. So that's Rook. And he can command ravens and crows and rooks. Now, this guy down here, I believe his name is Warthog or Warpig. Pretty sure it says it. I'm not sure. But there is it doesn't show. This is the character from the beginning. I forget her name. I think they go over it here. So you've got Rook. Oh, Swine is his name. So you've got Rook, Swine, Direwolf. So her name is Direwolf. And then it shows all the wardens. So, Family Odysseys. So these are all just origin stories. But again, the artwork is still pretty damn good. Rockefellers is, I guess, this is the origin of the Rockefellers. Or Rockefellers? Rockefellers. This is Hornsby and Halo origin story. Hyde Street is the next one. So, it's still pretty good artwork. Like, wow, look at that. And that's pretty much it. Like, these are just a bunch of origin stories. So, next, we've got Rook. So, Rook Exodus. So, this is Dire Wolf on the cover of it. And again, like, this is just phenomenal. Now, like I said in the, this is issue 3. Unfortunately, they didn't have issues 1 and 2. She did, the one individual at Comic Inspiration did order me issue 1, so I will have it probably in a month's time when I pick up next month's Witchblade. Issue 2 is not available right now, but it probably will be in the future. But I just love this design. Like, I just love the design of Rook and Dire Wolf. Like, it just... the whole design of the comic is amazing. And you've got Carapace, who commands turtles. So like I said, like, every warden is what they're called, has the ability to command different animals. So you've got one that can command deer. One, I believe this is the one that can control bears. And I don't remember his name. So you got Reynard the Fox. He can control foxes. Arachne the spider. Hardhead the ram. Stag the deer. Matterhorn the goat. The locust. So it's not just animals, insects as well. You've got Jackrabbit the hare, you've got Tatanka the buffalo, Vermin the rat, Glacier the polar bear, Kita the mountain lion, and Ursa the bear. So those are all the wardens, as well as Rook and Dire Wolf. So I really look forward to, even though this is issue 3, I really look forward to seeing how this, and I love that they have little character bios. I apologize about the cut there. I guess my camera decided that it had enough and it wanted to cut right there. So, like I was saying, like, they show upcoming for the coming months. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, shows you previews of upcoming comics and the one shot, the unnamed. I guess this is the unnamed is these two, I guess. But yeah, and they've got merch. So yeah, that's my little bit of a comic book review. It'll be a little bit longer video, but I hope to do this more in the future, just looking at some comics that I might pick up if anything catches my eye, and maybe do a little review of upcoming Witchblade comics. I'm a huge fan of Witchblade, so yeah. So let's see if I can fit all 3 on screen, but yeah, that's Some comics worth picking up is the new Witchblade. Ghost Machine. This was a one-shot, so if you find it, it's full of origin stories, much like an anthology. Definitely worth picking up to give you a taste of any comics that are coming out from Ghost Machine. And Rook. And Rook Exodus, which, again, awesome. Love the artwork, love the story, and yeah. So, and as always, if you like this video, if you want to see more of this video, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.